On November 24, 1859, The Origin of Species was officially released, and the first 1,250 copies printed sold out the same day. The book, On the Origin of Species, caused a huge reaction in the scientific community and the public at the time, and religious leaders and the Victorian dynasty were shocked by the ancestors of humans and animals were the same. However, this idea of Darwin still had a profound impact on Western society and intellectual circles, and is also the basis of modern biology and evolution. Darwin's theory of evolution was widely controversial at the time and was regarded as heresy by the Christian Church. And Western society also cynically mocked Darwin. This was quite a shock in conservative society at the time. However, Darwin's theory was not perfect at the time, when no genetic mechanism was understood to explain how accidental differences between individuals occurred. It was not until later combined with the Austrian genetic methods laws of heredity to form a modern comprehensive theory that is now widely accepted by the public. The discovery of human genes after the 1950s saw the mystery of Indian species, difference in evolutionary theory and how these traits were passed on through reproduction. Studying the DNA of different animals, the comparison factor confirmed the common ancestor theory.
Darwin put forward two theories in his book. First, he believed that all plants and animals evolved from earlier, primitive forms. Second, he believed that biological evolution came through natural selection. Its theoretical highlights are as follows. Species are not static, but change with the environment. The evolution of living things is a slow change in a long period of continuity, not a sudden upheaval. The same type of creatures have a common ancestor. For example, mammals evolved from the same ancestor, which can be deduced that humans and apes have a common ancestor. Biological populations will expand with reproduction and exceed the limits of their living space and food supply, causing competition between individuals. Individuals who do not adapt to the environment will be eliminated, and the fittest can survive and reproduce. So, if the good one can survive if you cannot adapt the environment, and the species will soon be extinct in the world. Survival of the fittest. Living things can only survive if they adapt to nature, which can also lead to the evolution of organisms. Darwin, in chapters 1 to 5 of his book, focused on the evolution of organisms. In evolution, survival of the fittest. Also in human society. Only if you continue to evolve like an animal and constantly strive to change yourself can you be adapted to society. Or if you do not adapt to society. You are either eliminated by society or you change society. You know, even society cannot adapt to you. How to change society? Survival of the fittest. The society leave a piece of the sky after you survive. Survival of the fittest. Yes, some people say that after Tao Yuanming lived in seclusion because he did not adapt to society. He still survived freely, but adapt to the crowd of society. But life and death were uncertain. Tao Yuanming's society is dark, and in the dark of a candle where he bends his waist for 5 meters. Is it difficult to adapt? The answer, of course, is indisputably no. For example, when you learn that people are eating food that will get sick, you will adapt to the group and eat together. Survival of the fittest, not blind adaptation. Adaptation for the sake of survival.